our lesson. Let's pray. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, thank you for this beautiful opportunity. Please descend and learn with us together in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay, today we are going to continue with our topic, that is gaseous exchange. And in the previous lesson, we learned about the process of gaseous exchange in both plants and animals. And in gaseous exchange in animals, we also discussed about the behavior of the structures within the lungs during inhalation and also during exhalation. So today we are going to learn about the types and characteristics of respiratory surfaces. So by the end of this lesson, we should be able to identify different types of respiratory surfaces, and at the same time, you will need to know how they are adapted to their functions during gaseous exchange, and also you should know the characteristics of these respiratory surfaces. So, can you tell me the respiratory surfaces you know? Respiratory surfaces. Caroline?
Lungs.
Sorry?
Lungs.
Lungs. We have lungs. Purity?
The gills mostly.
The gills.
The cell membrane.
The cell membrane.
The skin.
The skin. Do we have another one? So we'll discuss these four respiratory surfaces, how they are adapted to gaseous exchange. We'll begin with the lungs. We all know of how the lung is structured and different parts of the lungs, of which we have the tube from the nose, the trachea. We all know about the lungs, and so we find that lung is a respiratory surface that is mostly used by mammals, birds, and reptiles. And it is well adapted to its function. And we all know the behavior of the ribs during inhalation and during exhalation, and the different parts of the lungs, how they behave. Another one is the gills. Gill is a respiratory surface mostly in fish and some aquatic animals. Fish, so we find that in the gill have got different structures. We have got the gill filaments. Another one, parts of a gill. We have the rectus, the gilba. So we find that aquatic animals have gills which may be external, as in the South Pole, and internal, as in the bony fish like the tilapia. So we find that in tilapia, the gill is internal, while in the tadpole, it is external. Another respiratory surface is the cell membrane. We find that it is mostly found in unicellular organisms, And the cell membrane serves as a respiratory surface, and it has got different adaptations, making it easy for the unicellular organisms to breathe in and breathe out. Another one is the skin. We find that animals such as the frog, earthworm, the frog, earthworm, tapeworm use the skin or body surface for gaseous exchange. The skin of the frog is adapted for gaseous exchange both in water and on land. We find that the frog can breathe both in the water and on the land, that is on the dry land. The frog also uses epithelium lining of the mouth or the buccal cavity for gaseous exchange. This was the first part. Our second objective to be met was the characteristics of these respiratory surfaces. The first characteristic purity.
They are moist to allow gases to dissolve.
They are moist, and them being moist allow easy gases to makes it easy for the gases to dissolve through. Easy dissolving of the respiratory gases. The second characteristic,
Large surface area
they have got large surface area
to facilitate efficient gas exchange.
large surface area for efficiency, facilitates efficient
Process.
gaseous exchange. Another point,
Thin.
they are thin,
Reduce surface area for the efficient.
to reduce the
Distance for the efficient.
distance for the diffusion. Another point, Deborah,
They are permeable to allow entry of gases.
they are permeable. They are permeable for the gases to pass through easily. We also find that they are well supplied with the blood capillaries. So these blood capillaries help with the transport of gases and maintain the concentration gradient. So this brings us to the end of our lesson, and activity for the next lesson. When we'll be meeting in the next class, we should come after reading. This is a take away assignment, that is a reading assignment. We'll begin gaseous exchange in plants, and the assignment is you should know and understand the structure of the stomata and its function, so that when we meet in the next class, we will be having knowledge about the stomata and how it functions and how it helps in gaseous exchange in plants. So